Yo, what up, Spooky? Phenom, Tiger, Jay, Panda, Trey, Martinez, Reborn, Tiger. Already said hi to Tiger. What's up, Epiphany? Yo, what's up, the meatballs? What's up, Mahesh? How's it going? I'm just going to jump right into it. It's day 2, folks. It's day 2. What started with 220 trainers is now down to 16. And this is the top usage. Azumarill is the king, then Shadow Drapion and Sceptileice, second and third. Sandslash and Claydol tied at 4th and 5th. And it goes on from there. Shadow Sceptileice, it's just hard meta. It's so good. First up, we have Out of Pocket versus Dreflames. Out of Pocket, Azumarill, Claydol, Alolan Sandslash, Shadow Sceptileice, Shadow Drapion, and Credilli. And for Dreflames, Lapras, Shadow Annihilate, Shadow Drapion, Shadow Jumpluff, Shadow Typhlosion, 4 Shadow Pokemon, and Digger's V. The Shadow generally outperforms. Ooh, Claydol into the Shadow Jumpluff. Now this matchup, as long as you have a decent Shadow Jumpluff, which I do not, is pretty, like... Obviously, the charge attacks from Claydol hurt, but unless you have a really bad Jumpluff like I do, they're not going to put you in a range of getting farmed down. Acrobatics is going to be shielded. Pocket going for a Rock Tomb. I feel like after a shield, it's a pretty obvious Rock Tomb, but we do actually see a shield come up from Dreflames, which is great news for Pocket. Because now, at -1, this Acrobatics is significantly less threatening. Yo, thank you, BZ. So, now, very comfortable no shield from Pocket. Let's take a peek at the backlines here. We have Drapion and Azumarill. So, switch advantage would be very nice for Pocket. Switch advantage would be very nice for Pocket. Yeah, Tyler, I did 5 raids, and then I banked a raid pass. Rock Tomb, this time not going to fall for that bait. And Pocket's just going to let this go. This is heavily tilting towards Dreflames now. Ooh, cheeky little undercharge there by Dreflames. Pocket gets 1 turn. I mean, Tail doesn't KO, so it doesn't really matter, but we'll have to keep in mind that Pocket did get 1 turn. From what I've heard, apparently 1 turn is absolutely everywhere in day 2, which is really tragic. Now Aqua Tail will actually knock out, so he is going to fire off his energy here. Yo, ends up Tail in the pop. Yeah, you don't KO from that health range. Sorry, bud. Out comes Digger's V. But yeah, this is just done. This is just done because Lapras manhandles Azumarill. So this is a very straightforward game. It shouldn't be low quality. Oh, it's a 720. All right, I'll crank it up to 1080. Must be intentional, surely. Yes, surely must be intentional. But yeah, from here, this is a very, very straightforward remainder of this game. Because, I mean, Lapras beats Azumarill without Skull Bash. But with Skull Bash, it's so dominant. It is so dominant. Yo, what's up, Sylvia? Welcome in. But this matchup is just... Oh, jeez. It's so painful. It's so painful. Yo, what's up, Constantine? Welcome in. Skull Bash. We do see a bit of a catch there, but it's not gonna matter. Yo, what up, Henry? Welcome in. But yeah, Pocket knows this is just extremely cursed. Appreciate your stalemate. Welcome in. And nice thing is, as we get to take a look at the team, no weird move sets like Annihilate by Ice Punch makes sense. What's up, Mitty? How's it going? Game 2. Oh, Sceptileice catches the Annihilate. Save Switch Diggersby. Oh my. This Pokemon right here absolutely puts Diggersby in a home, bro. This matchup is so bad. Like, Diggersby gets absolutely thrashed by this thing. Brian. Like, look at how dominant this matchup is. It can never farm itself into a range where a second Sands will KO or a second Sands will put it in farm down. So it's just so incredibly free. Diggersby's pretty bulky, so I imagine you have to Grass Knot. But Pocket, the moment this shield happens, Pocket's letting this go, right? There's no earthly way Pocket is shielding this. Yeah, exactly. Because Shadow Sceptileice up a shield beats the rest of the team. You've already seen the Diggersby. So you can just bring this in, Cap Tie on the Scorching Sands, exactly. And then looking into this team of 6 here, nothing beats Sceptileice when Sceptileice's up a shield. And that's part of why this meta is good and why we want Pokemon like Diggersby to go away. Like, Diggersby already isn't very good in Show 6, but Pokemon like Diggersby leaving is really good because it turns it into this hyper-offensive, flexible meta built around Sceptileice, which is awesome. We love that. We love when switch advantage doesn't matter. ATN, honestly, even if you get like a high rank one, a high rank Shadow is still amazing. Gleam is going to be shielded, but it just doesn't matter. Pocket can get another Gleam, and you don't want to catch a Gleam onto your other guy. Like, you don't want to catch a Gleam onto the Annihilate. So, yeah, you're just dead here. Goodbye. Drapion gets absolutely bopped by Dazzling Gleam. And Pocket doesn't even have to show third if he doesn't want to. You know what? That is the first use of a heavy damage graphic that I've agreed with. That is heavy damage. Nothing else is heavy damage. I would build a Shadow first, Daniel, yes. Very convincing win for Pocket. That's why we don't save switch Credilli. Take a shot every time heavy damage is on screen. I have to record videos after this. I would be an incoherent mess. Ooh, Shadow Drapion and a Lapras. ATN, we do not question production. But yeah, it probably did. Hire me to run your graphics, bro. I will show up to regionals and I will not make mistakes. Yeah, and me, JP. Unless people are intentionally running bad mons, there's so much less RPS. There's so much less RPS. It's all about energy. He's looking at the team sheet. Does he let this go? Oh, that's a nice play. That's a nice play. Because now he guarantees a Gleam into the Drapion, Cap Tie on the Aqua Tail. That's so well played. That is so well played. And Dreflames running the Claydol isn't real and it can't hurt me line, and it is real and it will hurt him. Although, he needs an undercharge to have a shot here. Do 5 stings KO? That's a sick undercharge from Dre. That, like, it still favors Pocket, but that undercharge, like, he needs plays like that to get him back in the game. Ooh, the Peekaboo! The Peekaboo! Got his ass! Got his ass. Let's go, Pocket. Yeah. This is the Claydol isn't real line, and he's about to learn that Claydol is real. Claydol is fucking real. Like, Annihilate, Drapion, Lapras. None of these Pokemon beat Claydol. Here, he should have committed to a Crunch, right? Because a Tail, Pocket knows is just a Tail. A Tail is fine. In comes Annihilate. Yeah, that's where committing to the Crunch would have been so much better. Yo, what's up instantly? Annihilate, Ice Beam, pretty significant damage. Yeah, Profeta, the damage registers accurately, but the text isn't accurate. So the damage is still the correct amount of damage, but the text displays inaccurately. In comes Drapion, and that just gets farmed. Yeah, if he crunched, he was super fine. He had to commit to a crunch to force away the shield. Although if he crunches and Pocket no shields, but I think Pocket would shield the crunch. Because from full HP on a Claydol, you can survive a Rage Fist. And like, farm down. Alright, we have our first match done. Next match, Semi versus ElCalvisimo. Shadow Drapion, Furret, Shadow Sceptileice, Alolan Sandslash, Azumarill, and Claydol. And for Calvisimo, Azumarill's Superior. Superior really fell off. Superior will have times when it dominates and then it just really falls off. This is the only Superior in Top Cut, by the way. And then Furret, Corviknight, Shadow Typhlosion, and Claydol. Oh my god, Furret versus Furret. What? Just peak gaming. Peak gaming. This is so good. This is so good. Chips goes Drape. Oh, that was such a late counter swap. Dude. That was a really late counter swap. Oh my goodness. Oh no. Claydol just getting abused right now. You can't, like, I get that he wanted to bank energy, but you can't do that shit with Claydol. Claydol has to throw as well. Claydol has to do one in a move. Yeah, he just loses an insane amount of traction off of that. Semi wants switch here. Because Semi wants to put the Furret energy onto the Sandslash. But Calvisimo lets this go. Oh, man. Core farm is outrageous here. You already have energy on the Furret. Oh, he goes Furret again. Semi will go Slash. But there's now no good way of getting through the Corviknight, right? I think Semi's grave error in this game was he played for Switch. And in this meta, so often, playing for Switch will lose you the game. He had a shield advantage, but he gave it up for Swap. Because now Corv looks very scary. Like, you'll get to land an Ice Punch here. Actually, with the shield still up, this should be fine, right? Semi still having a shield means he... nah, but Calvisimo has Furret energy stored. So I think Calvisimo still takes this. Yo, what's up, Drew? I did 5 raids. I'm up to 58 total charge TMs. Yeah. Because you know what's Like, Corv throws the energy here, and Calvisimo can switch, but this isn't Swift range. Oh, it is Swift range. I stand corrected. I don't play for it. I thought he was going to live that on a couple HP, but he did not. I clearly need to play for it more. How much does Swift do? Let me pull that up. Furret versus Furret, 30.3%. You know what? I stand by that call. That's basically exact damage. That's basically exact damage. I think a higher rank Furret would live that. But yeah, 30.3%. Ooh, Corv Azu. Yeah, I said 30.3. This is interesting. Because in stock zeros, as long as your Corv doesn't suck, Corv should win zeros here. But again, this is an energy meta, so who decides to get aggressive here? Interesting. No one gets aggressive. Calvisimo just plays for swap. And, like, that's where Corv IVs matter. He goes Furret here. I mean, Calvisimo has to mirror, but he's down a Sucker Punch, which is a feels bad moment. Drapion and a dollar. It's uncomfortable. Can Semi, like, catch a Trailblaze or something? Last game against the A-Slash, Calvisimo was just swifting, though. Another slow counter switch. Hold up. Another slow counter switch. You just have to be faster into Claydol. Because, look at this. The Aqua Tail's reached. I think Calvisimo can farm down, though. He can. Oh, he doesn't risk damage registration error. He could have farmed down, but he doesn't risk DRE, so he just knocks it out. Oh, does he? Pause. Semi wins. Because he's not in Swift range. We looked it up. Swift is 30.3%. He's over half. But Calvisimo is in Swift range. Let's go. Yeah, Calvisimo not committing to the farm down there sold the game for him. That was 100% just a 2-0 for Calvisimo, but he had a pretty big error, unfortunately. Yeah, this meta is actually so good. I need to open Great League back post-haste. Corv into Azu again. Ooh, this time Calvisimo brought Azu instead of dollar. That means Drape. Ooh, this will be interesting. Drape's energy is a lot less useful in the back now. But as we know, these zeros will favor Corv. So Calvisimo can play for swap. But the question is, does anyone ever decide to like get aggressive and pivot out? I think it's... Ooh. This will be a very interesting game. Like, undertap the Ice Beam and then pivot Furret, maybe? Because Furret up energy is insane into this team. Yes! He brings in Azu? That puts Drapion on Furret! To be fair, he doesn't have an answer in the back to a Furret up energy. And that's why this play is so good. Get your Furret up energy, save the Azu. Because as long as shields are in play, Furret is going to do very well here. Calvisimo, Ice Beam. We are going to see the shield from Semi. And Semi will just get to ramp up more and more and more with Furret. Firing off the Trailblaze. This is a +1 Trailblaze. It does not knock out, though. Azumarill can survive it, but not incredibly comfortably. So that is going to do some pretty sizable damage. And now there's a choice to make. You know, this is only an Ice Beam. With the double shield from Semi. This is a +2 Furret, which means these Sucker Punches and Swifts are going to be deleting. Calvisimo doesn't throw. He is worried that it wasn't quite in Swift range. After the Sucker Punch that went through, it will be Swift range, but he didn't think it quite was. And now he just sends in the Drapion, because Drapion is more than happy to absorb the energy, and you don't have a lot of fast move pressure here as the Furret. The timers are very misaligned, though. Oh, no! Oh, no! He plays to the CMP tie. Furret gets rocked. And that's not what you're hoping to see for Calvisimo at all. He really needed Furret HP. Drapion low, in comes the Corviknight. Corviknight gets poison stung down. Oh my god, Corviknight, you fraud. You fraud. Yo, what up, Firestar? Welcome in. Corviknight just got poison stung down. That has to be a crime, bro. Criminal charges. Criminal charges. In comes the Azu. Semi with the 2-1 win, and he's going to advance. Ashton Ash versus Sceptileice. Shadow Annihilate, regular Gator, Credilli, Shadow Drapion, Azumarill, and they have Alolan Sandslash. And for Ashton Ash, Guzzlord, Sableye, Shadow Primate, Corviknight, Clodsire, and Azumarill. That makes sense, Firestar. That is something he would want to do. When we were scrimming in practice last night, he was practicing Drape Lead. Drape Lead feels so much better into Ash's team than Gator Lead. I don't love Gator, like, because Gator into Shadow Primate specifically is so painful. Because a good Primate player is just going to ramp up and use it to get as much of an advantage as possible into your team. And that was specifically my worry. But Sceptile doesn't have anything to counteract that unless he brings his Annihilate. He can't ever bring Dilly or Slash with how good Primate is into the team. So it's very uncomfortable. And Ash just cap ties here. He's not 1 HP, but he's very, very low. He's going to shield, but now this is a +2 Primeape. And he's going to lose so much ground. And Ash with switch advantage is really good here. Because Sceptile probably just pivots Azu now to save Gator. But Ash is going to get an insane amount of value because he's +2 already on this Primeape. So now he gets to fire off a +2 Rage Fist. And look at that. Half the Azu's gone. +3 Rage Fist. This Pokemon is terrifying. Yo, what's up, Monwell? Welcome in. Bang. 2 whole Pokemon gone. 2 entire Pokemon gone. He brings in Sceptileice. He just throws it away. Because he knows Azu is going to do well. We see the shield, but yeah. Azu is just criminal in the back. Gets the foul play, but yeah, it's not going to matter. Yeah, scrimming this matchup, Primeape is unholy into Sceptileice's team. He basically has to try and catch him ABA with Annihilate to have a chance to pull it off. Crunch, no debuff, yeah. Yeah, there's just not a shot. Alright, game 1 goes to Ashton Ash. There's the debuff. Too late. He needs a catch. Ah, tries for it. Doesn't get it. Yeah, if he got a catch, maybe, but Ash was very patient. Oh, Drapion is a magnet for the Azumarill. Bank a bunch of energy and then go Azu. Yes! Yes! That is the shit he needs to do. That's the shit he needs to do. Right there. That is exactly how you play this. Notice how Azumarill gets answered with Primeape because Primeape beats Azumarill. That's why when we talk about Primeape having 1 counter on the team, we do not mean the Azumarill. Ash farming up quite massively here. So Ash wants a bunch of residual out of this matchup. Ash, just CMP ties. Oh, that's a mistake by Ash. Now Sceptile just switches into Drape and then clicks Aqua Tail. Yep, and he loses all the energy. He loses all the energy. He lets it go. And Ash knows. That's a huge error. That's a huge error. Alright, so Sceptile just wins. I'm surprised no Corviknight from Ash so far. Corv Primeape pairing's a really good one. But I guess he is very afraid of the Annihilate, and that's why he's not. Like, that's basically the reason why you don't bring it, is Corv... Like, Corv Shadow Primeape is so free unless the Annihilate is brought. But he must be afraid of the Annihilate because he's consistently bringing Sceptile Azu. Yep, and there's a very comfortable knockout. So we do get the equalizer here. Winner will advance, because this is quarterfinal, so winner will advance to winner's semifinals. Okay, ooh, Drape into Claude. Gator, answered with the Primeape. Fast counter switch by Ash. Fast counter switch by Ash. That's a really big problem. Yeah, because Ash can cap tie the next. Ash can cap tie the next. A well-played Primeape is just kind of unwinnable into Sceptileice. Like, for Sceptile, he just kind of... I'm actually not a fan of the shield because he's going to need shields up to do anything in this game. But the Azu in the back is just automatically winning for Ashton Ash. Because Sceptile has no choice but to go Azu here. And then Drapion cannot sweep Azu Claude. It's a really good line from Ashton Ash. Oh, he goes Drape. Ooh! Tries to catch the Ice Punch, but doesn't get it. But Ash now knows the full line. But dude, this Shadow Primeape is just running roughshod right now. Oh my goodness. If I reach 100k subs, I will reveal my Annihilate by Vs. I say that because I'm not going to reach 100k for like 2 years. So by that point, people will have forgotten this promise. Oh, that's a diabolical farm down. Yo, what up, Nathan? Shadow Primeape is difficult to pilot, yes. And here, he just settles for the sludge. But yeah, it's Azu in the back. It's curtains. Just Shadow Primeape plus bulk is just an absolute nightmare. Now, if you were a real asshole when he gets to 100, just catch on Azu. Yeah. So over. So over. That's a tough way to go, for sure. That's a tough way to go. Like, ooh, we have the rematch of the Liverpool finals. Nighttime Clasher versus Tomahawk UK. Tomahawk running arguably the most unique team out of anyone here, with Azumarill, Shadow Drapion, Claydol, Shadow Lapras, Alolan Ninetales, and Shadow Sableye. And for Nighttime Clasher, Claydol, Alolan Sandslash, Shadow Sableye, Azumarill, Shadow Drapion, and Credilli. Now, as some of you may know, Tomahawk actually lost in the Liverpool finals to Nighttime Clasher. That was Nighttime Clasher's first and only regional win, was defeating Tomahawk. Tomahawk reset the bracket, but Nighttime emerged victorious. So Nighttime could be looking to run up the score here, whereas for Tomahawk, he's looking for revenge. And it looks like we have exact same lines of 3. This is going to be a very interesting game. Exact same lines of 3. These are some of my favorite games to watch ever, because these games always come down to who plays better. It's a true mirror. There is no, oh, I'm hard countered this. No, it all comes down to how well you play it. Aquatail, fire to add Nighttime Clasher. This will not KO. He should have a pretty good Shadow Drapion. So we see the no shield. There's the pivot into Azumarill, answered with Azumarill. But Nighttime saved a crunch. So, whereas Tomahawk has health on the Drapion, he has no energy. Nighttime is very low on the Drapion, but has a crunch. So, right off the bat, things are looking a lot better for Nighttime than they are for Fareed. Even though Fareed does have the energy, like the one bubble advantage in the Azumarill mirror. But again, I love mirror matches like these so much, because it's all about how well you play. We see the play rough fired off by Nighttime Clasher. That is going to connect. Tomahawk farming up, firing off this play rough. We are going to see the no shields from Nighttime, as he knows, obviously very comfortable survive. This next move, do we see the turn wait here? No, we do not. He's just throwing it instantly. He's just throwing it instantly. Can Nighttime survive this on 1 HP here? Play rough. Oh, he does! He switches Sceptileice and he instantly wins the game, because he has charge moves loaded everywhere. That's so well played by Eric, man. That's so well played by Eric. That is what I talk about in a true mirror match. It comes down to the plays. There's an Ice Beam on Azu. There's a Crunch on the Drapion, and his Sceptileice up energy. It's just brilliantly played. It's just brilliantly played. So well done. Oh yeah, it is also a play rough. Ooh. Tomahawk confident in that CMP tie. But he just doesn't have energy anywhere. Okay. Forces Eric to throw energy, but I still don't think it matters because Azu is a move. Poliwrath cannot, no. It is not one of the raids. Oh! He transferred the move! But he wins the cap! No way! He almost threw! He almost threw! Oh my god! He transferred the Poison Sting, didn't get the Azu move, but he wins cap! On God, that is the most NTC endgame in history. Play perfectly so you're in an unlosable spot, and then accidentally almost bozo the whole game away. That's so funny. Alright, Drapion into Sceptileice. Ooh, Farid running very, very soft to Drapion. ATN, I do have to offer a correction on that. It turns out that it was just a game error. In the Mountain Dugong Tomahawk game, Dugong pressed the button slightly too late, and so it ended up triggering a CMP there, and he just banks the move and switches. It ended up triggering a delayed CMP. But yeah, he should have won CMP there. But yeah, found that out after the fact. I don't know why water is like the nectar of the gods to me today, but water is so fire right now. Like, I swear, I'm a human being. I've been thirsty before, but like, cold water is hitting like crazy. Nice catch by Farid. Refrigerator cold water. You get it, Fernuki. You get it. Yeah. Have the Brita set up in the fridge? Yes. 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 You understand. You understand. Lapras. Oh, that's Sable. That's so uncomfortable. Yeah, this is trending in a really dangerous direction for Farid here. I just do tap water, and then we have a filter that we put it through, a Brita filter. Nice bait call. I don't think it saves him, but he's doing what he can. After this series, I'm going to run and refill my water, because I definitely just emptied my entire water. Shadow Sparkling Aria hits like a truck, but Sable can hang on. In comes the Azumarill. Gets the gem. I am but a humble water filter salesman. Oh, that's funny. Survive. Switch into a Azumarill. Play Rough will not knock out here from this health range. He shields it because he's going to have to, like, he has no health on anything else. So this way he can preserve HP. And then I believe Fareed just told him well played. Alright, before this match, I'm going to run and refill my water. So if y'all need to refill your water, do that. I would recommend it. Yeah, so give me 60 seconds. I will be right back. Yo, we're back. Has come in clutch in the middle of the night multiple times. I bet. Wait! No! I refilled my water and then I didn't bring it with me. Fuck. My brain needs to be studied in a lab, bro. My brain needs to be studied in a lab. What the hell? Oh my god. I've been sick for like 2-3 weeks now. It's unfun. Would not recommend. Alright. Drapion into Azumarill. Oh, he ran real soft to Azu. With Diggersby in the back. This is uncomfortable. This is uncomfortable for sure. Alright, Azumarill going for the play rough. Dreflames letting it go. Dreflames not bringing the Typhlosion. And as you see, Elam, the Sand Slash and Jump Bluff were not brought. They were not brought. Hold on, let me rewind that for a second. Yeah, he could have actually made a crunch here. I guess if he's planning on pivoting, then this is fine. But he could have made a crunch. Okay, he just wants... Oh, but the play rough is reached. The play backfires. The Psywaves barely don't KO. That is unfortunate. Now, ooh. Claydol getting brought in here is actually good for Dre. Because now this means Diggersby can kind of destroy Drapion in the back. Yo, what up, Chillis? Yeah, that's actually pretty nice. And the uncomfortable thing about Claydol... Let's go, Brian. The uncomfortable thing about Claydol is you always feel pressured to give up a shield early. And this is a meta where being down a shield can be extremely punishing. Like, extremely, extremely punishing. And Elam knows he should have brought Drape into the Lapras now. That's... oof. Shields last second. Dre never has a reason to bait here. Yeah, Hera is a pretty straightforward solo, which is nice. Obviously, having Mega Rayquaza really helps with that solo. But 34 and 38 probably don't have Mega Ray. And they're probably out here with, like, Scythers and shit. -1 turn for Elam. Yeah, and Dre just keeps farming. Shiny Scraggy. Yo, let's go from a raid. Yeah, that was an unfortunate team read there for Elam. Ooh, Typhlosion into Drapion. Ty throws on alignment because it kind of has to. Otherwise, it has to give up 2 shields before it can even throw a move. In comes Diggersby. You just bank all this energy, then go Azu. Oh, he Aqua Tails. I guess Aqua Tail covers the 9% con. Because now, even if Diggersby gets the Bozo Double Sands debuff, they can't flip Azu anymore. But because Dreflames is on Bash, this is trending really well for Elam. Like, when you have Bash, you're actually so bad at a Jump Pluff, it's insane. But yeah, this is a certified, like, this whole line... Dre's gonna have to bring Lap into the Azu. He can't bring in Ty. He can't bring in Ty. This is a great overfarm by Elam. I don't love this from Dre. I don't love this at all. You lose so much ground just from these bubbles. I really don't like this play pattern. Now he goes Lapras, but clock's up, so he doesn't even get an advantage on Lapras. He just sends in the Pluff. Skullbash is so slow that he gets to the Acro. Oh my goodness, man. Like, if it's a Shadow, I kind of get Bash to try and fix your defense. But on regular, I know it shores up Azu, but man, like, looking into this team, there's Typhlosion, and then everything else you're fine bringing Pluff into. Pluff's going to do great into Diggersby, great into Lapras. There's a Mirror, there's Drapion, which isn't even bad, and it destroys Annihilate. So it's extremely safe to bring. He throws right at the last second, trying to limit farm. But for Elam, getting knocked out here is preferred. Yeah, Dre undercharges, but that'll still knock out. And now, yeah, he just sends in Ty. But it's back-to-back moves on the Drapion, and this game is over. It's still an energy meta, folks. So you want hyper flexible things. Like the Sables, the Drapions of the world. The Shadow Jumpluffs of the world. If you notice, we saw a bunch of Energy Ball day 1. They all lost. They didn't make day 2. Energy Ball is so bad. Energy Ball is so bad, bro. It's actually awful. It is a criminal move to run on that Pokemon. Yeah. We saw a ton of Energy Ball, and they all lost. Ooh, good lead for Elam. Drape into Lap. Like, I know Lap does have play here. Yeah, it is Ace Acro and Caligon, yes. Because as you look across a standard team like Dre's team, where is his flying resist? Where is his flying resist? It's a trick question. He doesn't have one. And most teams don't have a flying resist. That's a nice job banking energy and then just using it. Ooh, timing mishap from Dre there. That's a good use of, like, when I say energy meta, it isn't just an energy advantage. It's knowing how to neutralize an opponent's energy advantage. Like there, Elam gets an energy advantage on his Drapion and then lets Dre get an advantage, but Drapion energy doesn't go far into the Azu, so he just throws away the Azu. No debuffs either, and for Elam, this is an incredible trade. This is an incredible trade. If you have a bunch of ETMs, absolutely, in Caligon, yes. I ETM to my Shadow Pluff. Yeah, these, like, this is in 1080p, right there. And now this Drapion energy just goes crazy. If the stream's being a little weird, I might try, I don't know if you're watching on your phone or computer, but I might try closing the browser or YouTube app and reopening it. Sometimes it's as simple as that, and YouTube is just a bit weird sometimes. So I might try that and see if that helps. Phone, yeah. I might try just full closing the YouTube app and then just reopening the stream and seeing if it's a little better. Sends in Pluff. And this is just, like, look at the Drapion value he gets. Because he was able to get his energy to be used more efficiently than Dreflames' energy was used. And that's why he wins this game. And Dre now has to shield Aqua Tails, which is a terrible spot to be in. I might try seeing if on your phone then, because I know there's the options for different qualities, to see if it's defaulting to a low quality. Oh, the catch. He didn't have to do that. He did not have to do that, man. That's just, he was already dead. He was already dead. You didn't, you didn't have to do him like that, man. Oh my goodness. Oh, Elam's styling on him. Oh my. Drapion. The menace. Huh. That's very odd. Oh, that's okay. Oh no. I believe this is when we enter the land of disputes. There was a couple series that had like hella game issues. Alright, ElCalvisimo versus Mountain Dugong. Dueling Furrets. A Lowland Sandslash into Azumarill. And we see both Furrets in the back. We win. Humanity wins today. Furret Gaming. I just don't know how anyone could dislike Furret. Look at him. He's adorable. And he's good competitively. It's a win-win. He's gonna bank energy, send in his own Azumarill. If I'm Calvisimo here, I am rebanking a ton of energy, then going Corv. Interesting. He doesn't go Corv. I'm a little surprised at that. He ends up going Furret. Because if I can rewind this for a second here. Because he throws the drill run. He throws a bubble and then throws the move. If I'm Calvisimo, this energy is inefficiently used. Like, this is, obviously, I'm pausing mid-game and I apologize for this, but I think this is a really good demonstration of what can make a difference in an outcome of a game. Because he ends up chipping and going for it, which is fine. But this play rough is not particularly efficiently used here. Whereas if you look across the team sheet of the other things that could be in the back, play rough is more efficient into the other 4. So I guess maybe he's making the calculation that it's more efficient here than against the Sand Slash. But my thought process, if I'm in this battle, is bank the 100 energy, go Corv to invalidate the Azu energy, and then you still have like 100 Azu energy that you can hopefully then use more efficiently. That's not the route he takes, though. The route that he takes is he play roughs, which takes him from 9 bubbles residual to 3, and then he goes for it. So we'll have to see how this play pattern ends up paying off for him. This does mean that the forward for Dugong is probably staring down a Corviknight, which is a little awkward, but clocks are misaligned. He ice beams. We will see the no shield here. But it looks like the Furret is actually going to get outpaced here because the Azumarill does have the energy advantage. It could cap tie with a Swift here, though. Oh, no Swift. I could have also, I guess he's going to massively overfarm and then fire off a Swift here. Like, he could do like 7 and a Swift. I actually don't. Interesting. He does 4 and a Swift. In comes the Sand Slash. This is boosted. Until we crown a champion, Mahi Man. We see a shield from Dugong. Like, I think Calvisimo still wins this game, but it is looking uncomfortable. He gets the drill run. Yeah, because Corv into Furret is miserable for Furret. Furret just has no charge attacks to hit that Pokemon with. Oh, cap tie here. Azu gonna shield. Interesting. He's looking at the team sheet here, being like, what can I lose to? Gets the Ice Beam. And you can see him say fuck there. Doesn't KO. Does get him low, though. And it's Corv, yeah. And this is where Corv does want to be. In the zeros, walling off energy. The moment you try and play the 2s with a Corv, you're probably going to lose. But yeah, Corv just gets 2 moves. No combination of moves here from the Furret is going to be enough to knock out. Like, there is a move available on the Sand Slash. But I'm pretty sure Azu... Like, Azu is just fine here. Because Azu's low, but it's not that low. Yo, what's up, Brad? So, the Great League tier, people have their names at the end of every video as a thank you. And then for the Ultra League tier, there's a once per month Ultra League member stream, which can be a variety of things. If a move update is incoming, I do like a detailed analysis of move update stuff. Or sometimes I will do like a legend push stream. I will reveal a line early before it's out to the public, stuff like that. So that's basically the difference there between the tiers is the once per month exclusive Ultra member stream. Yeah, absolutely. I believe this. Oh, this game. Yeah. We're gonna fast forward this game because it goes to dispute and it ends up getting redone. Yeah, we have a match under review. And then it ends up being redone. Okay, here we go. Actual game 2, not the fake game 2 that gets undone by lag. Okay, here we go. Corv into Wheezing. The redo is for a bunch of lag. Oh, Banks energy here goes Azu. I do like this play pattern from Dugong quite a bit. Because he obviously knows that being close to an overheat can threaten the Corv later. Tinkaton should be, like, it'll be interesting. It has insane stats. Tries for an Ice Beam catch, unsuccessful, but saving energy on Corv and then bringing in the Azumarill to waste Dugong's energy is very good. And it's Furret in the back for... Yeah, he really would have liked to bait out the Furret here. But unfortunately, he doesn't bait out the Furret, and now Sceptileice is going to be in trouble. This is going to be really uncomfortable for Dugong. Because Furret is obviously very strong into Sceptileice. Just by virtue of double resisting the fast moves. Ooh, aggressive gameplay here. Gets the sludge. This will knock out. I like this from Mountain Dugong. He is playing with fire here, getting aggressive. He's sludge baiting a Corviknight. Doesn't pay off. ElCalvisimo thinking about it. He does shield. He does shield. This is open team sheet, so he knows an overheat is a potential outcome. Mountain Dugong going to be shielding up here. He will have to double shield. He's going to get outpaced. We actually see ElCalvisimo over farming. He's full stand in the overheat now, going for the jugular, but the double shield from ElCalvisimo is going to keep that Corviknight very, very healthy. Wheezing continues to farm. Wheezing is going to get outpaced here. Wheezing's going to get outpaced. He's going to have to switch out here. Wheezing farming up. Oh, he clicked above it. He tried to catch, but he clicked too high. He missed the switch button. Oh no. And he loses all that energy on the Wheezing. In comes Sceptileice, answered with the Furret, and this is going to be a difficult game. Oh man. Foul plays do add up onto the Furret, but Furret's going to get the boost up with Trailblaze. Foul play is going to connect. Foul play would two-shot if he can get there. He's farming up past it. He gets it right. He gets the catch. We're going to see a zero bubble here from ElCalvisimo. Trailblaze does nothing. Azumarill. Oh my. It gets a move. It gets a move. No. It gets a move. Ice Beam connects. Furret 1 HP. Throws energy. I don't think that Sucker Punch would have KO'd, so he had to throw here. But this is going to give the Sceptileice farm. Corviknight clock is up, but he'll get the gem, and gem does more base damage here. So gem can probably knock Corv out of the sky, and he fought his way back. Gem connects. Corviknight will not get the Iron Head, and Mountain Dugong staves off elimination with, as you can see there, a sigh of relief. A catch And you have to wonder, that undercharge there by Calvisimo, he fully undercharged it, and it ended up costing him as Dugong made an Ice Beam. My goodness, what a game. What a game. He is channeling the Lyle Jeffs strategy. If you go bald, there's less hair in the way to prevent you from, like, playing your best. All right, here we go. Azu, Shadow Typhlosion. There kind of isn't a... Ooh, I love this play from Calvisimo. He banks the energy, and then he sends in Corv to be a damage sponge. This is brilliant. This is brilliant. The event is still ongoing, Mahi Man. We still have a ways to go to catch up. That's so good. Oh, my goodness. Yo, same, Rustan. After enough one-turn bring-in, we will all be bald. We will all be bald. He kind of has to pivot for it now. Yeah. He needs to save Azu, because Azu is his main source of fast move pressure into the Typhlosion. Now, Calvisimo, I think he'll just mirror. Yeah, he kind of has to. This will be a really interesting endgame. Ooh, loses cap. Swift does not knock out, so he is going to no shield. Yeah, Furret versus Furret. This is peak. Peak gaming. JD. I'm not gonna lie. I think you may have earned that ban. In goes Typhlosion, but he gets the Sludge. That's gonna force the shield. Calvisimo has so much energy, but he has such little HP to work with. Like, he's at 100. Dugong has to let this go. There's not a world in which he wins if he shields this. I did not, Mahi Man, no. I haven't played it in a few days. Yup. You just degen your way through this with bubbles with the Azumarill. I do get paid to be a commentator when like they pick me for an event. Yes. Clock just not up. Gets farmed down. Well, I haven't played it today. Is what I mean. I haven't played it today. And Furret gets farmed as well. Bro, the sick brain, all the days are running together, man. Sceptileice versus Dialop. I do know game one goes to an insanely long dispute. And game one ends up being a redo. So we'll just skip 25 minutes of waiting. And just go to the actual game one. No, I will not be a commentator at Worlds. But I will be a featured content creator. A/save switch. But I mean, Eddie doesn't have a good counter response to that. But yeah, I'm not a commentator at Worlds, no. But I will be at Worlds, but as a featured creator. Which is cool. If they asked me to cast Worlds, I would cast it, but they have people they like more, and that's okay. Yeah, a one-turn lag. One-turn lag again. Like, one-turn lag happens, but it's game-impacting one-turn lag. Well, Alex, you see, it is a dugong that lives on a mountain. There's no correlation to the brand. There's no correlation to the brand. We swear. It's about a whimsical dugong living on a mountain. I would focus on a shiny Heracross because that's a regional. Yeah, there is no correlation to the brand whatsoever. It's about a dugong on a mountain. Anyone who says anything to the contrary, we will fight them. We will fight them. Yo, that's awesome, unnamed. But yeah, this is extremely over. Jumpluff into Annihilate. Yeah, I was in the lab studying on that flight, Mahi man. Yeah. Whatever tournament I cast next, I will likewise be doing a tremendous amount of prep. And Sceptile just sets down the phone because yeah, that's just over. He kind of needs to bring Dilly. But like, because obviously Dilly is good into these three, but Dilly's pretty shit in Disable. Gator's solid, but the Fisk is... If he doesn't bring Dilly, Fisk is an unholy nightmare into this team. Alright, A-Slash and Disable. Oh my god, it's Big Man in the back. It's Big Man in the back! Oh, add 2 waters. He didn't bring the Dilly. Alright, I think we're cooked, boys. I think we're cooked. I think we are cooked. Yeah. Fear of A-Slash RPSing Dilly has... Ooh, the catch onto Shadow Big Man. Outcomes for Alligator. See, the scariest thing you can do as Blastoise is bait. Oh, he actually undercharges here. He wants farm. Interesting. Oh, because that undercharge, Dial-Up actually gets another Hydro. That's a little unfortunate. That's a little unfortunate there. Yeah, oh, the decision-making backfiring! And he shakes his head. Oh, no. Oh, that's tragic. Yo, JD gifted 5 channel memberships. Yo, thank you so much for supporting the content, man. I appreciate that. Gifted to Granny Singapore, King of Prussia, Tangy Ahmed, and Cheddar. If you just got a gift membership by JD, please do say thank you. And yeah, appreciate you so much, JD. Let me get those sprays going. Oh, that is cold. That is cold. How is the water always cold? Hey, getting a shiny at all is sick, Mahi man. Fisk, ooh. Fisk loses both shields here, but Fisk is up enough energy that I think it gets 3 discharges. Yeah, it's a pretty sick shiny. It's a pretty sick shiny. But yeah, 3 discharges just get reached here. Let's go, Ken. Yo, that sounds like a great day. I'm up to 58 charge TMs. Yeah, this is just cooked. Oh, he got one turn. Oh, he got one turn and couldn't catch. He's low enough that he doesn't win anyway, but he got one turn there. That sucks. That sucks. All right, well, GG's, trainer. All right, we have... Damn, so Sceptileice out top 8. Now we have Firestar versus Tomahawk. Sorry, Sceptileice out tied for 9th. Sorry. Oh, Firestar claiming his Pikachu Libre on stream. What do we think, chatters? Is it going to be shiny? He's claiming his Pikachu Libre on stream. He hit legend. Do we think it's going to be shiny? Firestar is well known for not having a shiny Pikachu Libre. I also don't have one, but people give him shit for it and not me. So we take those. Alright, let's see it. Oh, he got cooked. It's bad IV too. Oh my god. He got cooked. Rip. Alright, show us the teams, please. Here we go. Azumarill, Shadow Drapion, Claydol, Shadow Lapras, Alolan Ninetales, Shadow Sableye. And for Firestar, Corviknight, Credilli, Azumarill, Shadow Drapion, Diggersby, and Shadow Sableye. No, they play on provided devices. But they are playing on their own accounts. Alright, Shadow Lapras into Shadow Drapion. Gets the fire off Crunch. No debuff comes through. Gets to go for Crunch number 2. The no shield from Tomahawk. Because Shadow Lap should win ones here. Ooh, the save switch Credilli. Answered with the Powder Snow Alolan Ninetales. That's a lot of damage. Ooh, he gets double up here. So he'll be able to outpace by a turn. Oh, did he CMP? Oh, we waited a turn and CMP'd. And oh my god. Fareed's on another level today. Holy shit. Now he gets that Sable. Oh my god. Like, he can't get the Sable farm that he wants. He's forced to pivot back into the Drapion. Good lord, man. That's disgusting, because now Fareed gets the energy advantage Drapion. Lapras has energy too. Oh my goodness. Nah, this is crazy work. He gets a last second Aqua Tail. Firestar is going to have a catch. Yo, Kaiser, 42 months. Yo, I appreciate you, homie. Thank you so much for supporting the content, man. Ooh. Oh, this is a really tough call to make. Do you just switch instantly here and pray? Oh, he just throws it back to back. That's quite a lot of damage. But can Firestar get the catch? Oh, the pause! Foul play. If this was last season foul play, I might buy it. I don't buy it. I don't buy it. Yeah, it doesn't KO. It doesn't KO. Dang, man. Amazing patience there by Tomahawk. What a game. What a game, man. What a game. Oh my goodness. Yeah. Yeah, he is locked. All right, drape into drape. We see Corv in the back. Fareed wants that first regional title, man. Shifty, it'll be when he gets back from Atlanta. He was competing in this tournament. You just take Sable Farm? Question mark. You never want to go down a shield. It KOs, but he gets the Sable Farm. Yeah, you take Sable Farm here. Always. Sable Farm is too good in this meta. That forces him into Corv. If Fareed invests in the Sceptileice, that's how Firestar can win this game. If Fareed, like, shields the Sable, because Firestar is going to need an advantage to try and pull this off on his Sable. Oh my... What do you do? What do you do? It's just every right read. It's just every correct read. This is crazy work. This is absolutely crazy work. Unfortunately, I will not be at the special event in Sevilla. Yeah, this is diabolical. This is diabolical. What the hell? Just making the call that if it's anything but the Azu, 2 shield A9 is really good. And it wasn't the Azu, so it was really good. Gleam, yeah. Unfortunate for Firestar, but that was just unconscious. Oh my goodness. Like, absolute lights out gameplay. All right, winners semis with Semi versus Pocket. Yeah, I don't even really feel like there were fuck ups in that set. He was just so locked in. All right, well, we get a glimpse at the leads. A/Slash versus Furret. Right, JD? Yeah. I can already smell a More Slice video, bro. I can already smell a More Slice video. Chips it first, but a Gleam will be reached here. It'll get nerfed after Worlds. I hope it doesn't get nerfed before then. I'm pretty confident it'll get nerfed after Worlds. Nah, no timeout stuff in this regional. Furret gets denied. -1 counter. Cubfu will probably evolve at the end of the season. Ooh, sends in the Sand Slash. That's nice damage for Pocket. Yo, what's up, Robin? That's nice damage for Pocket. That just sets up such an effortless bubble down. I do think that it would be kind of cool for a Worlds meta, even just for 3 months, have most of the nerfs undone, and then just have like an insane 3 months where the power level is just stupidly high on everything, and then nerf it all into the ground in September. I think that would actually be a sick Worlds meta. Like peak 5-4 Walrein, like peak Nidoqueen, just throw them all in here with the Rock Tumors and just have a party. Yeah, you might have to nerf Rage Fist a little bit, because that might be a little too much to have straight 5 Rage Fist, but alright. Shadow Drapion into Sableye. Yo, peak Vigoroth Unleashed. Peak Vigoroth Unleashed would go nuts. Full send here from Semi. Getting the shield call right makes the matchup really simplified as Drapion. Low-key, I don't even think Medi unnerfed would be that good in a kind of meta like that, which is crazy. Might be a hot take. Might be a hot take. Yeah, peak Nido was on, like, peak Nido Walrein Trev was unholy. Yeah, Pocket has won a regional, a special event, and an international. Nice, Kashab, that's awesome. We see the shield from Pocket. Furret now getting boosted up here. Peak Swamp, but having Sludge would be devious. Like, even if you unnerfed Earthquake, I don't think it would use Earthquake. It would just use, like, peak 5-4 pacing on Hydro and Sludge would go wicked. Also, oh bro, yes, Zard back immediately. Zard back would be so sick. Licky would be back too. That'd be a crazy meta. Like, the power level of that meta would be insanity. Banks energy, Snipes down. Yeah, Gligar too. But yeah, this just doesn't KO. Pocket locks in a spot in top 3 as he moves to winners finals. Take a look at losers bracket. Tomahawk versus Dialop, Mountain Dugong versus Elam. I don't want an April content update. Ashton Ash versus Nighttime Clasher. Yeah, the thought experiment was if you undid every nerf and just had everything at its peak performance. Ashton Ash versus Nighttime Clasher. Rare Guzzlord sighting. Alright, here we go. Ooh, Guzz and a Claydol. Pretty nice spot to be the Guzz because you're just so bulky. It didn't... Oh my goodness. Honestly, I'm not 100% sure, Mitchell. I had someone reach out to me about it. I don't know if there's like an official process, but I just had someone reach out to me about it and it kind of went from there. Ooh, we are going to have dueling Azus in the end game. But yeah. People run regular because if they do see Claude, then regular is way more convincing into Claude because after an Earthquake lands, you don't get stung down. Whereas if you're the Shadow, an Earthquake puts you in sting down range, which is uncomfortable. I appreciate that. I appreciate that. Bama Bastiodon B. On paper, a lot of teams look weak to Bastiodon, but in reality, SmackDown is so bad. Like, SmackDown is so bad that it's not 1v2ing the things you want it to 1v2. So, like, people have tested it, and it's just, it's not good. Oh, Peak Basti? Honestly, with how good everything else was, I don't think Peak Basti would be that impactful there. Yeah, Azu versus Azu. This is looking tough. Because Guzz having more HP is annoying, and Guzz has some residual as well. Whereas the Claydol, I believe, is fully dry, and that's, like, the big deciding factor here. I think Lurk, when you know it's, like... What I dislike about Lurk in a Great League Show 6 format is the fact that to get value out of it, you have to go down shields. And this is a meta where there's a lot of things that can punish you if you're down a shield. Like Shadow Primeape, Shadow Sableye. Like having sweepers like that. He goes Cruncher to guarantee the knockout. Claw would have KO'd, but I don't hate the idea because Claydol's dry. So it's a pretty safe crunch. And he's not getting slapped down. No one turn is huge. Ooh, Corv into Claydol. Take a peek in the back. Drape Azu. And then we have Claude Azu. You also get cash prize and a ton of booster packs. Which the booster packs, obviously, you can open or you can sell. Because they're usually of the most current set. And I think right now, at least from news reports, the current set is being scalped like crazy. But yeah, I think the winner gets $2,500, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, so they get And then the prizes scale from there. I believe top 8. Because this regional, we had 220 people. If it's 256 or more, then the prizes scale to a top 32. But since it's 220 for this tournament, then it's top 16 prizing. That's what I've been hearing, yeah. Apparently it's incredibly annoying to try and get product. It's just an absolute pain. It's $2,500. So $2,500 for first place. Yeah, unnerved counter, Ragefish, Shadow, Annihilate would be absurd. That would be unholy. But yeah, so for people who are getting these new packs, though, it's very awesome. Because they'll have the ability to sell them because people are looking for these things like crazy. They are chatting about something. Claude. Yeah, on the pivot in, he threw a crunch before mirroring. And I think saving that energy would have put him in a way better spot. Because this is not double tail range, and that loses him the game. Because he just lets this go, and this is the worst case scenario for a Drapion. He's going to get so much value out of this Claude. Oh, that's brutal, Arterdane. Oh my goodness. I don't know what the solution is, but they got to come up with something. My goodness. Yo, what's up, Andrew? We're watching winner semifinals right now. There's been a lot of one turn. I won't sugarcoat it. There's been a lot of one turn. He gets a last second sludge bomb here. What harsh magnet? Sends an Azu, but Corv should sand attack down. Corv is healthier. It looks like Corv has incrementally more HP. Crosses his fingers. Takes it. Ashton Ash advancing to top 3. So he's guaranteed a medal. He's going to be playing Pocket in winners finals. Next up, Mountain Dugong versus Elam. Claydol and a Lapras. Interesting. Banks energy, switches an Azu. Elam throws a move to chip this, which is a little interesting. But yeah, he's going to look to rebank all this energy before he switches into his own Azu. Yeah, exactly. You have to rebank and then just make his energy inefficient. Only the winner gets an auto qual to Worlds. But for various placements, you get championship points, and then whoever's like top 50 in the region in championship points qualifies for Worlds. So you get an auto invitation by winning. You get an auto invitation by being top 4 at the previous Worlds as well. And then from there, it's all about just getting championship points. I think Ice Beam's better. I am not casting Worlds, no. I will be there. I'll be able to say hi to people, but I will not be casting. I'll be there as a featured content creator. Y'all know, if I'm casting something, I will get vague about it. But if I say I'm not casting something, then I'm not casting it. Correct, Golf, yeah. NA's top 75, other regions are top 50. Sable guy time. This is where the energy on Lapras is so good for Elam. Because he can now pivot out here. Dugong has advantage in terms of energy, but with a shield advantage, Elam can just fix that situation pretty quickly. I don't know, Golf. I don't know. Switches in the dollar. Dollar takes a lot of damage here. He can let this go and then do 2 and a tail if he really wants to. So that way the second slap is not going to register unless he shields. And that puts him in a shit spot. That's an awkward health range. And this is that energy we talked about from earlier. He goes Ice Beam because it does more. And he knows that he can get to 2 here. So he is going Ice Beam. Yep. That's very smart. That's very smart. I don't think it'd be great for it. Because they really, like... The XL rollout, the XL Candy rollout was not great. They had to spend a long time to finally get it right to where now it's in an okay spot with like tier 3 megas and whatnot. But it was rough for a long time. But that's a certified, like, Elam is winning round after round after round. Specifically because he's better at managing his energy than his opponents. Like, we see this again and again and again. It keeps happening. For legendaries, it still sucks a lot, yes. But for non-legendaries, the fact that you can just play an event for a couple hours with a tier 3 mega that matches the type of the thing you're trying to get and get hundreds of XLs is pretty sick. Alright, Sceptileice into Lapras. Save switch Drapion. Counter switch with the Sand Slash, and this should be a very straightforward game. This should be a very straightforward game. Yeah, super easy. Oh no! Oh my goodness. A misplay. That's tough. Cost him a shield. That's rough. Now this is not nearly as clear. Yeah, this is not nearly as clear. Yeah, and he's shaking his head. This is not great. He gems. Elam shields. Elam can just do 1 in the move and outpace here. Oh, Elam's committing to a farm down. And now we have Azu versus Azu. But I think the biggest issue is look at the Lapras. Lapras is over half, which means a player up will not knock it out. I imagine 2 foul plays does more. Switch to the Sand Slash. God, Powder Snow just does nothing here. It's the A/. He could have thrown first to force a shield, but doesn't. Instead, lets the damage land. This is awkward. This is very uncomfortable. Lapras into Azu. Lets one go because he knows he's going to have to live one anyway. Can you ever bubble down a Lapras? Oh? And now he can just double Ice Beam, right? Oh, he play roughs. I don't think this is play rough range. I think double Ice Beam may have been the way. Yeah, play rough doesn't knock out. Can he survive this? Oh my goodness. 1 HP. Holy. Taking the knockout there. My goodness. He stays alive. Shadow Sableye into Lapras. The Drapion safe swap. This is uncomfortable. Oh, he doesn't go Wheezing. He goes Furret. But Elam's just gonna fight for swap here, right? Elam can fight for swap, but I think Dugong's fine with that as long as he has a Sableye with 2 shields. Because again, as we look across the team, what is beating a Sableye up a shield? The answer is nothing once Drapion's gone. So I think he's just going to let the Furret go, soak all the energy on Wheezing, because he's a regular Wheezing, and then just Shadow Sableye with 2 shields can just clap. -1. One turn, bring it again. This game is so good. Yeah, if he lets this go, this is actually looking pretty sick. Oh, no, he shields. Oh, I think that's way tougher now. He's gonna sludge. That's way more difficult now. Because Sableye up a shield, Azu's not landing a move. But in the ones... Oh, man. If Elam just saves his shield for Lapras, I don't know if I see a way. If this was Shadow Wheezing, Overheat would knock out, but I just don't think Overheat KOs. Elam should have this. Cap tie here. Interesting that he uses a shield here. He has to pray that this KOs. Dude, Lapras is a thick boy. He's a thick boy. Oh! Not enough. Not enough. Lapras too bulky. Lapras too bulky. My goodness. I think if he lets it go, he's very fine. Because he can pretty much just farm up to 2. And unless he really boomers it, Dugong didn't bank an overheat. Alright. Tomahawk versus Dial-Up. Cole, we were watching a regional. I'm not battling today, but we were watching other people battle. This matchup, by the way, as we look across the teams, it's so scuffed for Fareed, man. It's so scuffed for Fareed. Shadow Blastoise is an unholy nightmare into this team. He has 2 Ices, an Azu, a Claydol, Sableye, and a Shadow Drapion. His best answer is a Shadow Drapion. Sableye, if it's down, like, if Blastoise gets an advantage, the game kind of ends. It's going to be really awkward. It's going to be very uncomfortable. Ooh, jump into Drapion. And the Blastoise is in the back. This is so awkward. No debuff. If you shield this, then you just give Blastoise an advantage. That's huge damage. In comes Blast. We're going to see a pivot out into the Sableye. Dude. No! Sableye's behind! Sceptileice behind! Oh no. Oh no. Now it's just 3 cycles forever. Oh my god. This is very bad. This is very bad. This is aggressively bad. Even with this throw out alignment, it doesn't matter. Because he knows exactly how much of an energy advantage he has. Yeah. He's gonna have to try, like, he has to save the Sableye in some way. Oh, catch attempt. Honestly, having this bash thrown is not awful. Because this, like, I think you're okay with that. He waits the turn, game updates for him. Yeah. I think the energy being banked is scarier. Dial-Up gets the Sand Slash here. Jumpluff is dry. This is still not Drill Run range. Gets the fire off the Drill Run here. Oh, it's a CMP. Okay, so Dial-Up got 1 turn. He doesn't have the move on Sable. He's 1 short. He has to catch. Oh, he gets it! He gets it! Oh, let's go! He's so locked in! He's so locked in! Oh my goodness! He waits the turn as well! No catch! Doubles up on foul plays! Tomahawk is on a heater! Who can stop this man? Who can stop this man? Oh my goodness! Beautiful! Beautiful! Oh, that's so well done. That's so well done, man. Yeah, Joshua, it is genuinely unfair. It is genuinely unfair. All right. He survives the Blastoise in game 1. All right, good lead. Claydol into A/. Dude, Blast is annoying in the back, though. Because if he gives... Oh, dude. He gave up a shield. He gave up a shield. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. And throws. Yeah, you just let this go. You just let this go. It's time. He goes jump. Interesting. Oh, there's the Ninetales. I thought he was going Blastoise. In comes the Ninetales double super effective Weather Ball. But Jumpluff lives. How does it live? How does it live? He lands the Acro. Oh, this is going to set up disgusting Blastoise farm. Oh, no. Oh, that live was so big for Dialab. Look at this Blast. Oh, my God. Oh, no. This energy. What do you do, man? This energy is just gonna overwhelm. Oh my God, this is such a good Skull Bash. This is such a good Skull Bash. That is such a good Skull Bash! Because he knows he has to try and live one. Oh my goodness. That's such a big brain Skull Bash right there. And now he's just invincible on this thing. Crunch debuff. But it shouldn't matter. Because now he's just back to normal defense. And he can debuff, but he can always just reset the debuff onto Slash. So this is still fine. He actually doesn't, so he must be familiar enough with the matchup to know that this still does enough. Hydro lives it on 1 HP, but he can snipe with Slash and take it. Oh, we're going to game 3, folks. That was a Blastoise masterclass right there. Blastoise absolutely destroying a Drapion there. Okay, same leads as game 1. Blastoise lurking in the back. He brought Lapras this time. He let it go. Oh, he's shielding this time. Surely this means it's time. It's time. The moment there's a shield advantage, Blastoise o'clock. Dialab letting it go. Crunch big damage. Defense drop as well. Oh, Lord, that's a great CMP. That's such a good CMP. Dialab overfarming to the max before that crunch is reached. Tomahawk reads him like a book, gets into shield and Aqua Tail. That's so good. That is so good. In comes Sable. And catches onto Lapras. He could have Psywave down with the Lapras and not shown the third, but Sable energy always goes far. So I don't mind this play pattern. In comes the Sand Slash. It is the Shadow Claw Sand Slash. This could get uncomfortable because I think Sand Slash, because it's Shadow, can actually farm down here. Oh boy. I don't think he gets this. Oh! Oh! Not DRE! A 1 HP survive from the Shadow Lapras. I thought it was DRE for a sec, but he lived that shit on 1. Drill Run is going to connect. In comes the Jump Pluff. And he just wins. Shadow Lapras put the team on his back there, refusing to die. Oh my word. He takes it. There's the fist bump. Elam versus Nighttime Clasher. Yeah, Tomahawk's playing brilliantly. Alright, Claydol into Jump Pluff. Bro, how is the Jazz Wolves game that close, man? That's embarrassing. How is it that close? He no shields, understanding that you don't have to shield at his Jump Pluff, which makes Nighttime's life a lot harder. But the Wolves winning means they guarantee avoid the play-in, which is nice. I don't know what the seeding is going to end up being. I haven't been following that super closely. Banks 100 energy, goes Slash. Oh, yeah. They're likely 6, which means LA. Gotcha. Dude, Luca always kills us, though. From his Dallas days, Luca always kills us. Golden State versus LAC has you nervous. What are the seeding implications there? Azu, Drape. Oh my god. Whoever loses goes to play in is diabolical. Doll gets denied, but it doesn't really matter with 100 energy on Pluff. Yeah, it is pretty entertaining, Arterdane, yeah. Yeah, 100 energy Pluff moment. Ooh. So ABA to A slash. He's not getting there. GG. Azu, I mean, with that out of the way, you're so free to just pivot Dilly. Need y'all to start praying. Hey. Y'all got this. Y'all got this. Oh, interesting. So if Warriors win and Denver wins, we are the 5 seed. We are the 5 seed. Interesting. I didn't know that. So yeah, Warriors, clutch up. Clutch up, Warriors. Because we are the 5 seed if y'all win. And then we don't have to play LA. Y'all have to play LA. So I'm going to need the Warriors to lock in. S'il vous plaît. But yeah. Cardilli's very good here. Cardilli can just overfarm and just cap tie, and this is just 9 times game to win. Yep, just 3 in the move. Very straightforward. Wait, what? Huh? Nighttime didn't throw and Elam didn't throw. What? I think if Elam clicks that move, he's just so fine, right? I'm confused. All right, well, NTC gets the equalizer. Oh, here we go. Claydol into Drapion. Now we got Slash into Azu. I have closed the NBA playoff scenarios tab, so I am locked in. I'm locked in. Yeah, Elam getting to throw this and then potentially dance is kind of nice. Stays, chooses to just let Azu go and concede this energy. But like, where do you put this energy now? Where do you put this energy? Like, this is uncomfortable. He's gonna go for the crunch. He lets it go. This is gonna be a lot of damage onto Shadow Sable. But he's just fine, right? Yeah. He's just super fine. This gem will do really nice damage. He gets a tail, and yeah, that's okay. Dull time. Elam gets one turn, but Clasher throws on normal timing, so it evens out. But yeah, nighttime should be fine. I mean, now that it's debuffed, you don't even shield Doll, man. It's debuffed. You don't even have to shield Doll. You can just win it with the Sand Slash. Yeah, just let the... I guess this is still fine, but it... Yeah. Yeah, he's good. DRE? No! His Mud Slap! His Mud Slap! Oh god, now it comes down to Cap. Oh my... No! DRE? Oh man, that's not reviewable. Like, to be fair, if he just saves the shield for slash, he wins, but he's got to be so deflated. He's got to be so deflated at that. Good lord, bro. What do you even like? All right, Semi versus Fareed. What do you even do, man? All right, hold on. A9 into Azu. And he's AVA to this, so this is not super comfortable. I imagine this matchup is profoundly negative. It can't be reviewed because DRE is considered state of the game. If it happens, it happens. It's not supposed to happen, but if it does, it is not reviewable. It is just part of the rules. It is viewed as a game inconsistency that sometimes occurs, even though it shouldn't. And if it occurs, it's not reviewable. That's just part of the rules that people agree to when they sign up. Is DRE is not reviewable. Let's go, King Wings. Congratulations. Oh, nasty Ice Beam catch onto Lapras. We are back to Fareed absolutely destroying people. We are back to Fareed absolutely destroying people. On a much happier note. Just absolutely stealing lives right now. Good heavens, man. That's a filthy Ice Beam catch. Well, it's play Pokemon who sets the rules, Arterdane. So that's through TPCI, so that's a different entity. Yeah, that is a different entity. That's play Pokemon having to deal with the nonsense that Niantic has given them by not fixing this, if that makes sense. So I have no issues with the rule. They need to figure it out, and Niantic needs to figure it out and fix DRE so that it doesn't happen. It's called damage registration error. His Mud Slap that should have KO'd never landed. Here's the thing. Furret claps Claydol unless Claydol has an energy lead. Claydol with an energy lead actually destroys Furret. Furret, if it starts at -1, which it's going to do here, it's so bad, bro. Look at this matchup. Claydol just obliterates this thing. Like, normally, Furret dominates Claydol. But a little bit of energy. Like, look at this. That's so fine for Claydol. That's so fine for Claydol. Like, that entire matchup flips in an instant. And he just hard pivots out. Gets the Weather Ball. A9 is such a cool pick, man. Lapras should be healthy enough to sidewave down. Yep. He takes it. Yeah, Tomahawk is so dialed in. It's a thing of beauty to watch. Oh, Lapras into Azu? I don't want to say curtains, because it's not. Because that A-slash is terrifying in the back. Like, normally on a lead this good, I'd be like, yo, this looks insurmountable. But A-slash in the back can and will just obliterate. Like, A9 gets murdered by A-slash. There's not much of anything it can do there. So that's the thing to monitor. Is he needs it to land anywhere but that A-slash. My understanding is that damage is supposed to register on the final turn. So, if you try and do 2 and a move, the damage registers on turn 5 because you're clicking a move on turn 5, which takes a turn to click a move, or it takes a turn to click a swap. So that's why you can't get it. My understanding is it's supposed to register on the final turn. Ooh, him bringing Drapion in here means it's A9 into A-slash. That's tough. The painful thing is, if you look at Semi's team, it's a 3/4 chance. If it's this, this, or this, if it's any of those three, it's good. But it's the A-slash, so it's a loss. Which is quite unfortunate. And it's Shadow Claw too. Yeah, this is so cooked. This is so cooked. Yeah, lets it go knowing he has to take 1, but double resisted Powder Snow, physically painful. Weather Ball Fire A9 when. Yo, what up, Game Time? Welcome in. Gets the last second Weather Ball, but Lapras just doesn't have a move. Yeah. I mean, his move didn't show up, but he didn't have a move, so we're fine. Yeah, GG. Oh, went too far. Okay. All right, here we go. Game 3. Drapion into a Azumarill. Does he do the textbook, a ton of Drapion energy, and then go Azu? Oh, he throws. Interesting. So no aggressive Azu pivot. There it is. There it is. Right on cue. So a slightly different play pattern there. Oh, he goes Drape. Interesting. It's going to overtime? Oh my goodness. Our playoff seeding depends on the outcome of this game. Interesting. He doesn't throw there. Looks like he's just going to try for a farm down. Is his clock up? Drapion? Click Aquatail? Yup. Perfect. It doesn't knock out, but landing this damage is so nice. So nice. Yeah, that's exactly how... Yeah, and he nods. He nods. He knows. He knows. Loses the cap tie there. That's exactly what he has to do, and he was able to execute on it perfectly. No crunch. And you can see his soul leave his body. You can see his soul leave his body. Oh no. That is a man who has died a little bit inside. And he's just going to keep farming. Oh my god. I think he Psywaves down. Yeah. He was going to Psywave down. Shadow Lapras difference right there. That forces Semi out. And now Semi just gets absolutely crushed by a Skull Bash. And that's game. Look at that. Look at that damage. Look at that damage. That's crazy work. That's crazy work. All right, Elam versus Tomahawk. Claydol, Drapion. Jumpluff. Ooh. Uncomfortable. Very uncomfortable. Elam always acros here. Landing that acro is nice for him. He ice beams now. The fact that he no-shielded might inspire Elam to shield. That shield puts him so fucking far ahead. Fareed's forced to pivot, and this is just all going wrong for Fareed now. Oh god, the bait. He calls the bait. He's just double shielding. D-Gen gameplay. D-Gen gameplay. Look at how much value he got out of this Pluff, though. This Pluff... This Jumpluff took a life, bro. This Jumpluff took a life. Holy shit. Man, why would you post that shit? I hope he's just posting shit to be wrong. Like, about this game and not the whole thing. We're, like... Elam's winning this game for sure. Oh my god, in the Azu catch. I know Tomahawk has been on Demon Time, Elam may have stolen his demon time. Like, never in history has a jump bluff ever gotten more value than in this moment. John Boy style breakdown of the triple tomb game. Bro, has he even used his Drapion? Ain't that oh my, he never used the Drapion. He never used the Drapion. Good Lord. But now, line sequencing wise, Jump Bluff just ended Fareed. That could tempt Fareed into bringing the A9. So, if you're Elam, do you then run like an Azu slash backline and try and punish an A9 bring? Because Fareed didn't bring the A9 and he got run over by the Pluff. So this is where line sequencing is really interesting. Because does Elam make the prediction that Fareed will adjust? And does Fareed actually decide to go with that adjustment, or does it feel too obvious? That's where things get very interesting. He did bring the Azu in the back. We see, interestingly enough, also, you just ace and then Azu here. Yeah. Ace then Azu makes this a really clean game for Elam. So he brings Azu in the back. There's no A9 adjustment. There's, yep, and there's the Azu. That's exactly how to play Jump Bluff Azu Core against the Drapion safe switch. You're ahead by a turn, so you could just ace as soon as you get it, and then you just pivot. And then all this Drapion energy, even with a debuff in the first, does not go very far. Double debuff. Gets a tail. At -2, a tail still will not knock out here. Yep, easy live. He's only going to get 1 or 2 slaps, though. Yeah, 2 slaps. He knows this is just a tomb. Yeah, so he lets it go because he knows it's just a tomb. This last little bit of Jump Bluff health is going to be the most annoying thing ever to deal with. Yeah, he's got to pivot out into the drape. Reset the debuff on that energy. But that energy being back to full power is really bad for Tomahawk. He gets debuffed. He lets it go. No Skull Bash from Fareed. Skull Bash would have knocked out. Arya does not. The CMP. The CMP. Oh. And now he's gonna get 0 out of it. Because he gets KO'd. He gets 0 out of it. And Fareed gets 1. It's over. It's over. Yeah, he knows. He just said well played. Fareed goes down. Wow. He does get top 4 with a double ice strategy. With Alolan Ninetales and Shadow Lapras. That's still a medal because the top 4 get medals. And that's still cash, which is nice. But my goodness. That Jump Bluff was a terror. He never brought the A9. Because, I mean, there is a Lapras and a Sand Slash. So, and an Azu, so it feels really risky and RPS to bring the A9. All right. Out of pocket versus Ashton Ash. Pocket so locked in. Looks like he was meditating a little bit on stage, locking in Claydol into Guzzlord. We see Corv and the Shadow Primeape lurking in the back. I can understand why Super Broker, because if he runs into the Azu, the A-Slash, or the Lapras, all three just destroy A9. Ooh, gets farmed. It goes Azu. That forces a pivot out. This would be an interesting game. Yo, chat. Why are we... Chat. I don't think people are aware of the fact that Pocket's flight was canceled and he had to have like a red-eye flight to Atlanta to get there for the tournament. So maybe let's not be yapping about him being tired. Brother had a red-eye flight because the stupid-ass airline canceled his flight same day with no warning. So he had to have a red-eye in the morning to get there for the tournament. So yeah, he's very, very tired. Let the move land. Sable time. Let's go. Dude, this Primeape is getting melted with Shadow Claws. My goodness. There is still a move banked on Guzz. There it is. There it is. That's so unfortunate, Super Broker. Yeah. Oh, gets the farm down. Oh, loses cap though. Yeah, Ash takes game one. It's a very awkward call. Because I think for Pocket, you can't win any way other than Ash overfarms. If Ash overfarms, there's a chance to win. But if we look at where the Sable is and where the Azu is, if Pocket catches, he still loses. Because Ash zero bubbles, shields the move from Azu, and karate chops down. So here, Pocket is actually playing to his only win con, which is Ash over farms for no reason. So this is actually a strictly correct play from Pocket, even though you're like, well, why didn't he catch? Because if he catches, Ash zero bubbles, karate chops down, and the outcome is the exact same. So he's playing to the only way he wins, which is Ash over farms. All right, Azu into Shadow Primeape. Tough lead for Pocket. We see the pivot out into Claydol. A little scuffed timing there from Ashton Ash. Throwing on 6 is better timing, but he doesn't want to take the slaps on Ape. Now in comes Azu. Oh, this is such a sick line. Yo, Sceptileice is gonna go insane. This is such a sick line. This is actually such a cool line here. Oh my goodness. I really like this line. Yeah. This line is incredibly cool. And then he just Azu's right away to force him into throwing incredibly debuffed energy. Ash would love to aggro pivot Corv here. Oh, he aggro pivots Primeape. Interesting. I think Corv would have served him better here. I guess he wants to boost up, but these bubbles are meaningful. This is a Shadow Primeape. Undercharges, Ash shields regardless. Just a 4 and a Rage Fist. Yeah. But Pocket's just letting this go. Yeah. 100%. There's the pivot into Sable. Can't quite get the farm down. A heavily boosted Rage Fist is reached. Azu, I believe, is 2 off of a move. So if 3 claws can KO Azu, this could get interesting. But still having the shield and being up energy, this is where Corv is actually abysmal. This is where Corv is so bad. He shields up. Gets there. Oh, the Cybele! Neither one wants to give the other farm. Neither wants to give the other farm, but Ash is lower, so he has to throw. Ash is lower, so he has to throw. And Sable gets the foul play that it needs. Nice. That's good Sable gameplay right there. That's good Sable gameplay there by Pocket. Very well done. Ooh, Sable into Shadow Primeape. Corv in the back again. Yeah, Sable is like a top 3, like top 5 if I'm being cautious. I would say top 3 Mon. It's outrageous how good this Pokemon is. Non-Shadow is still solid, but the Shadow flips things that the regular cannot. Throwing on 7 and then mirroring is going to... Oh! Oh! Oh my goodness! Devastating! Devastating! Oh, jeez. That's miserable. That's miserable. And he's intentionally always over farming here because the moment he lets himself throw, when he's low on energy, that's going to be the moment when, like, Ash tries to switch into Primeape, but he can't. There's Sable. You can throw like 3 more here. Yeah, there's 2 more to be safe. Horrifying. Horrifying. Without that catch, like, that catch just removed the lines that were needed, basically. Like, Ashton Ash still had lines. He no longer had lines after that catch. Yep, easy game. All right, Pocket. Up 2-1 now, 1 win away from Grands. Time and time again, it's whoever manages energy better. Waste your opponent's energy, make yours be valuable. Claydol has to throw in a lineman here, otherwise it does get outpaced. Yep. The Sable reverse sweep can go pretty crazy in the back. Damn, the Clippers won. Damn, they had someone other than Steph take the game-winning shot. Rough. Should have let Steph do it. In comes Corv. Ice Beam. The issue is he's going to lose a lot of HP on the Shadow Sableye from Dragon Tails. The bait. The bait. Oh, he shields it! Oh my goodness. If you're running Astonish, I would run Pup and Ironhead. And you just throw this instantly because you just need the HP. And now Corv can never farm down. Which means Corv just loses. Sand attack moment. Yep. GG's. Pocket guaranteed top 2. Now we have losers finals. Ashton Ash versus Elam. Lap into Azu. He runs Ice Beam. Ape looks... Yeah, Ape will be interesting in back. That looks like it's a homemade plush. Yeah, everything's a setup game here. No one's shielding in this matchup. That's nice from Elam, not letting the snipe happen. Immediately forcing down a shield. very, very nice for him. 50-50 call to make, and he brings in Pluff. The bait. Ice Punch is 5-4. Rage Fist is straight 4. But he should just always outpace here, so the bait isn't awful. In this matchup, there's so few fast moves in between that it can make it a little bit uncomfortable. Tries to cap tie. Elam says no. Elam gonna shield. Could have saved it, but elects not to. Acro actually does a lot of damage here. Look at this. Keep in mind, this is one of the alleged flying type resists. Look at this. Acro. Bop. Big damage. Actually, very valuable damage. Whatever you do, do not look up the Corviknight versus Shadow Jump Fluff 2 Shield matchup. Do not look up that matchup if you're shadowing on acrobatics. Do not do it. It will not be the Pokemon you think is going to win is winning. But yeah, this is very over. Oh, that's unfortunate for him. Sanatech is pretty mid. It doesn't even knock out. Yo, what up, Anderson? Ooh, Primate Bit of Lapras. Oh, nice catch by Elam. Oh my god, there's a Claude though. He didn't rebank. He didn't rebank. Sludge Bomb, not gonna knock out. Gets the Acro. Even this does like 40-ish, right? Yeah. Uh-oh, Denny's. Bro, Luca always kills us every time we play y'all. Well, it was Dallas back in the day, but every time we play a Luca team, he kills us, man. So hopefully he won't kill us now that he's on the Lakers, surely. Pivots back out. Saves Claude. Gonna have to give up resources here with the Ape, but the Ape can go pretty far. Yeah. This makes too much sense. This makes too much sense here. Dude, Shadow Primate, what a little demon. This thing is a monster. He's forced to throw. Yeah, I actually don't hate, like, you need to get a shield down. Under no circumstances can Core be put in a 0-2s, man. You need a shield down. Yeah, and then this is just... This is now where Corv is at its strongest. Corv is at its strongest in the zeros. Yo, what up, Casa? Oh my god, Corv is actually farming something down. Look at Corv go! Where no one has shields. Bulk would be paramount. This is losers final, so we haven't watched finals yet. Corv takes it 1-1. Oh, I went too far. It hopped right from replay into game. Okay. Primeape Drapion. This matchup sucks as the Primeape. Even more so as the Shadow. This is the lead that I wanted Sceptile to lead. Because if you lead into the Primeape, Primeape hates its life. Because you're just outpaced always. Sounds good, Zachary. Yeah, I do want to make more of those types of videos, probably in the summertime. It wins the 2 straight fist. I mean, it does, but you can just pivot out, I guess. Playing it in scrims, I felt like that was one of the better lead outcomes for Sceptile. Because you get a ton of fast pressure on it, and then you can pivot out and save the Drape. I liked it a lot better than leading non-Shadow Gator into the Primeape. That is for sure. Or the Azu. The Azu felt so bad. Leading Azu into the Shadow Primeape, I felt very comfortable as the Primeape. Azu into Azu. He's bringing the Corv. I think I would have liked to see more of a farm up before going Corv, but I don't mind this. I appreciate the count words, Zachary. I appreciate that. That would be a question that Thorn might know the answer to, Sylvia. Thorn, do people usually run... I imagine they run high bulk Shadow Primeape. But if I'm mistaken in that, Thorn would be a person who would know. Because he actually competes. But I imagine because it's... Okay, he says no clue. That's fair. My follow-up question was going to be about Clefable IVs. But you don't run that either, so... Thorn has forsaken his boy. Ooh, gets the farm down. Oh, Corv! Corv not farming something down. Name a more iconic duo. Name a more iconic duo than Corv and failing a farm down. It's so hard to tell with sand attacks if something's DRE or not. Oh, like on a 2-turn you can always tell. On a 1-turn there, it's like, I think he might have just lived out on 1, but it's tough. Oh, it was DRE? That sucks. That sucks that it's DRE. That's the second time Elam's won a game off DRE. The fact that it's happened twice to the same person is crazy work. Elam lets it go. He should be able to make another one. Okay, he just pivots Corv. I wouldn't have hated 2 karate chops in a Corv to defer the bubble, but like, he still has an ability to make one anyway, so that's not a required play by any means. And seeing Lapras here is pretty nice, because that's an awkward health range for Lapras to handle. Oh, Ash can go Azu here. And Azu wastes the energy. Do you just hard pivot Azu here? Yes! Yes! Because you waste the energy and his clock's not up. And he's forced to throw. Yeah, it's a playlist by a guy called Bearded Beats. I just wanted chilled, copyright-free music. And Player Up is nice because anything it lands on is useful, so there's never a point in baiting at this point of the match. Like, Lapras is putting in insane work on the Azu, but still the benefit for Ash is Ash has saved the Primate 3 off a move. Corv has some energy as well. It's on YouTube. The Ice Beams, but yeah. Pretty safe shield, and then just get to a move on Primeape. Could probably also get a move on Corv too, so it's kind of just dealer's choice at this point. Yeah. Goes Corv because he knows he just can't get bubbled down. And Elam's like, I am sick of this bird, bro. But what's unfortunate is Ashton Ash would have won the series off this game if DRE didn't happen. Because Elam, I mean, Nighttime misplayed, but his misplay against Elam wouldn't have mattered if DRE didn't occur. Ice Punch, it's about like coverage into Jump Bluff. Azu into Drapion. The banking of an unholy amount of energy and then an Azu mirror. Yep, like clockwork. And that immediately puts Ash in a really... I was expecting Corv here. I was expecting Corv here. They're chatting about something. In this tournament, there was a huge rise in ice. He needs this to knock out. It doesn't! Yeah, he had to throw that shit earlier. He had to throw that shit just a little bit earlier. Oh, man. Man, oh, man, oh, man. Yo, Shiny Galar Zapdos is sick. Yeah, yeah. Because if he throws on 4, then he has boosted Karate Chop, so he gets the farm down. I get the desire of wanting the max over farm, but that unfortunately put him in a really tough spot. Yeah, he knows. He knows. That not KOing was the entire game. Farm him down. Oh, no. That's just brutal. That's just brutal. Shadow Drapion doing Shadow Drapion things. He tails the cover for Primeape, but there's just an unholy amount of energy here. Tailing again. This is switch. There's still another tail. Because he gets damaged, but that way he can save residuals so the ape can't safely switch in. Mental. Surely Ashton Ash will get DRE now. Surely. Surely Ashton Ash will get DRE after Elam won a game off DRE. Surely. And he doesn't get it. Oh, man. Oh. Advance, like... I know he's a good player, but advancing multiple times off of damage registration error is... it's such a rough feeling. Because, like, he's played brilliantly throughout, but it takes the focus off of his good plays because there were games that he should have lost that he won off of damage registration error. What if it's rigged? There is no way to rig it. There is not a way to do that. Well, that's why we call it damage registration error, Claret. It's not new mechanic. It's damage registration error. Because it's been in the game for so long, and the damage should register. And doesn't. Alright, the finals. Pocket winner's side. Elam loser's side. Yeah, they're having fun with it. All right, Drapion to the Lapras. Good lead for Pocket. The fact that I have no videos recorded for tomorrow, and I will need to record 2 of them after this stream, is filling me with a little bit of dread. But we will just make more coffee Like, I know what I'm going to have to record, but it's going to be, like, the process of getting it all together. Sends out the Azumarill. Banks 100 energy. And mirrors. Like, I know what I'll have to do. And, like, I know what I'll be making the videos on, but... this might be like a 3 a.m. night. Oh my goodness, generic. That's brutal. He can pivot now. Do you just pivot Drapion? Yep. Nice switch back into Lapras. Why were you putting up the catch button, man? Having standardized job hours can be nice. Like, I really like this job. It's like, I'm very happy that I get to do it, but there will be some times where I do miss 9 to 5 hours because that way you have built-in work-life balance, whereas unless I make work-life balance, I don't have any. So in that regard, sometimes I do miss it. Yeah, Sable Energy is real nice here. My hours of content creation vary a lot. Like, between content creation and coaching, I am about at, like, a normal amount of hours per week, but the hours are very weird. Like, I don't have any days off unless... Ooh, CMP there. I don't have any days off unless I make them. Yeah, like, I have a separate room that is... Oh, that's a nice undercharge. Elam's undercharging, too. Too much. Yeah, he's shaking his head. That's a farm down for Pocket. Yeah, so I do have a separate room for it. And, like, it's my favorite job that I've ever had by far. It's an unbelievable job. Alright, let's move to game 2. Alright, tough lead. Shadow Sableye and a Drapion. There are definitely times when I'm real sick of game state. Like, today, I was sitting very high up on boards, and I had a set where out of 5 games, 3 of them were lost because I had a charge move not show up in one set, which is a swing of about plus 25 to minus 60. And from there, I just... basically just top lefted the rest of my sets, so now I'm somewhere in the 2800s because I was so mad. So there are definitely times when I'm just... So my plan is I'm just going to do battle submissions for the next few days and just not play until I'm less mad at the game state. Like, playing against the literal best players in the world and having the game not work is so aggravating. It's so aggravating. No, Kurt, no. In our game earlier, the game worked as intended. I don't remember the exact specifics of it, but I think it was a pretty good game. Switches into the Sableye here. Snipes down the Sand Slash. I'd consider it, but I think there's a pretty big challenge with getting people who only do Go Battle League to care about Show 6. And I think I would have to feel very... Oh, God. Oh, that's so well done. So well done. There's a very big challenge with getting people who only do Go Battle League to care about Show 6, even though it's the same game. -1 turn from pocket. And the second channel, I've had better results with, like, people caring about Show 6 because it's a channel dedicated to educational content in Show 6, which is nice. But I think I would need really consistent numbers on the... I would need really consistent numbers on the second channel before I delved into non-pip Show 6. Dude, this Drapion's energy just harassed Pocket all game. Holy shit. Like, this is just like Drapion at its nastiest. Wait, there was a CMP... Hold on. I was yapping. Hold on. Someone said there was a CMP sack swap. Let's see it. I was yapping and pulling up second channel metrics. That's my bad. That's my bad. Holy shit. Okay. God damn. God damn. That's actually sick. That's actually sick. Jesus Christ. But Elam just has too much stored energy that it doesn't matter. That sucks. That doesn't matter. And the moment that's a CMP, he knows he's lost. Because he loses CMP. So even if Elam didn't have the one residual that he has, it's just over. Damn, that's got to be so deflating. That's got to be so deflating. Again, this is an energy meta. You got to run shit that is flexible energy. It's why stuff like Wigglytuff is so bad. Alright, Claydol Lapras. Ooh. Dilly back there is kind of devious. You know what he's going to do, though? I think he's just going to... Does he ever just let the Lapras go? Because a Tomb doesn't KO. Oh, he shields. Interesting. I was going to say, because he can let this go and make another move. But it looks like he's playing ones here. Interesting choice. Very interesting choice. Oh, this is the first best of 5. One HP survived there from the Lapras. He lets it go. Oh, but he's gonna put the Azu on it! And then it's Drapion on Cradilly! Oh, no. This is where Cradilly actually feels awful, man. Like, it's up energy into a Drapion. Surely this doesn't suck. Surely this doesn't suck. He gets a tail off before a second debuff is applied. He does 3 here. Yeah, he has enough residual that Elam is forced to shield that. Interesting. Drape banks the move and undoes the debuffs. Is willing to take the move on Azu. Ah, he thought he was doing one more. He thought he was doing one more. I think he was going to catch on 7 there. Because what's going to hurt him is his Drape loses cap. Yeah. His Drape losing cap here is unfortunate. Because now he's ranged, so it just doesn't matter. It just doesn't matter. Yep. Tough one. Tough one. Where is Swalot? I mean, every team is packing a Sand Slash, and Swalot really doesn't like that. Like, Sand Slash Claydol being very popular. So Swalot was brought to this tournament, but it just didn't have a lot of success. All right, Claydol. We're going to see a safe switch now into the Credilli. Save switching Credilli into Pluff does feel pretty nice because you can just throw on alignment or what would have been alignment. Drapion hits the field. But all the energy is stored, which is uncomfortable. Yeah, he just lets us go. This is trending very positively for Elam. Again, he's just managing his energy better than anyone else today, and it keeps winning him games. This is just depression personified in Go Battle League, bro. Like Pokemon Go PvP Depression Edition is what we're watching. Oh my goodness. What do you do? I think unfortunately the answer is lose. He's just not making mistakes. And his Drapion energy management is always giving him an advantage in every single game. He lets it go, so he's making the call that it's the Azu, but it just doesn't matter. It just doesn't matter. Oh my goodness, this is unfortunate. This is unfortunate. As a Pocket fan, this is tough. He does get denied here, but yeah, Azu just. Yeah, so now we go to a bracket reset. So now it's a fresh best of 3. All right, Drapion into Pluff. Gets a drop. We do see a shield. It's an ace bait. Oh, goodness. Oh, he just aces for damage. So he's just surrendering the Pluff matchup, but he just wants damage on Drape to make it easier. Does Elam just over farm here, anticipating the switch? He does. No insta Aqua Tail. Gets the drop. Just throws on alignment. Elam's gonna shield. My goodness. He just goes Azu, and yeah, the Sable, it's down energy. It can't do anything. God, this is surgical by Elam. This is surgical by Elam. Yeah, and he just never baits. Just never give him an opportunity to do something. Does Pocket Desperation call this? No, he doesn't, but... Oh, man. Yeah, this is... This is... Yeah. I am running out of words. But this is like an energy meta, though. Like, what we're seeing time and time again is just good energy management getting rewarded. Which is awesome to see, but... I am rooting for Pocket here, so this is tough. And then he just pivots back in. Pocket anticipates it. Gets the catch onto the Azumarill. Yeah. Oh, man. All right, Elam up 1-0. Drapion into Drapion. Identical teams. Identical teams. Elam is Shadow Claw, I think. I could be mistaken. Up to 6 straight Azu Drape rings, yes. Oh, he doesn't get the catch, and now he banks 100 and leaves. 2-0. 2-0, folks. 2-0. And it's not 2-0 Butters. Oh, man. But even if he stays in and lets himself get KO'd, and he brings in the Azu, Elam would do the same thing. Farm up the energy and then pivot out. Pocket does have a shield advantage, but my word is there a lot of energy on that Drapion. And he should just go Azu here, yeah, because he has 100 on the Drapion, so there's no advantage to be gained. Yes, sir, Smudgy, yes, sir. Now, if it only had a move that wasn't as bad as Heavy Slam, it might be cooking. But Heavy Slam is so bad. Yeah. And he's okay with this. Yeah, he's just letting it go. It's the Drapion show. He concedes a farm down. He does have 100 energy on his Drapion. Pocket has 2 shields. Well, to me, I'm getting shades of... And he just plays to that cap tie. You know what this finals reminds me of? This finals reminds me of San Antonio. Rise versus Elite. Sometimes it takes playing the best player in a tournament to learn what your weakness is. And for Rise, he was too weak to Marowak. And Pocket's learning he's too weak to Drapion. Okay, Claydol into Lapras. We see A/Drapion in the back and A/Azu in the back. Or sorry, I misspoke there. Drapion Azu and Drapion A/. My tiredness is getting to me. Staring at too many screens all day. Yeah, Corsola did disappear. Like, Corsola disappeared, and by virtue of Corsola disappearing, Diggersby's gone. The only reason Diggersby was in competitive was Diggersby it was the easiest thing to shut down Corsola. It was like, back in the day, like when there's something too overpowering, you end up bringing the thing that can just RPS it. His Lapras living that every single time has to be maddening. That has to be frustrating. Every single time that Lapras is just tanking that shit. This does bring out the Azumarill. He takes advantage of the one-turn bring in there from Elam. I mean, Corsola, you could still probably run it and go Battle League to some success, but competitively, like in these tournaments, it doesn't really have a place. Is it Drapion O'Clock? It is Drapion O'Clock. Well, he tried to switch it in, but he couldn't. Oh, Pocket is lagging like an MF here. Oh, jeez. Yeah, Pocket's phone is going through it right now. Yeah, oh, Pocket has the 3-turn Poison Sting glitch. All right, well, this will be a redo. Pocket has the 3-turn Poison Sting glitch. Yeah, why is it always the left phone? Authorities should investigate. Authorities should investigate. What is it about the left phone that makes it so ass? Yeah, sometimes when phones are like overheating or it's an internet issue, it will cause the fast move to be 1 turn greater than it actually is. Like in this instance, you can see Pocket had 3-turn Poison Stings throughout the first portion of that matchup. So that'll be a rematch. Match under review. It won't be a long review. Imagine a game that worked. Yo, it's a rematch. I don't actually know what causes it. My best guesses are it's either a phone overheating issue or it's an internet issue. I don't know what causes it, to be honest. Those are my best guesses. All right. Drapion into Lapras. He brought back Sable Guy. Crunch into the Lapras. Goes down a shield early here. Goes for a crunch. We see the shield back from Elam. A small timer for what, King? Ooh, wanted a catch. And you switch Azu. Yep. And he gets the sneak. Perfectly timed. Dude, watching these regionals, I want OGL back so badly. OGL is Open Great League. Do not make me play Spring Cup again. I liked it for the first few days, but now on upper boards, it has devolved into just people running RPS shit. Like, there was a few days where it was genuinely a really good limited meta, and those few days have passed. People are just running Gastrodon, Firefang, Mawile, and just praying for alignment. And that's just not a fun thing to be around. But for a few days, it was legitimately a really good meta. Yeah. And a defense drop too. Yeah, I'll be playing Masters. Hell, I might. I mean, people can send, if you're running interesting shit in Masters, please do send in footage. All right, Elam is our champion. His second regional win of the season. Hey, he's very happy.
Back-to-back regionals on the verge of defeat throughout multiple points in.
Well done, Elam. All right. That's going to do it for me, chat. Thank you for hanging out today. I had fun. Hope y'all did as well. I'm going to go work on videos for tomorrow. So I appreciate y'all, and I'll see y'all later. All right. Bye.